When a new pope ascends to the chair of St. Peter, what changes first? Not the architecture, nor the liturgical texts, but the individuals who surround him. Under Pope Leo XIV, the Vatican transforms from a mere symbol into a sophisticated apparatus, guided by figures seldom recognized by the public. Who are the minds behind the pivotal decisions of the Holy See? Join us as we delve into the top 7 individuals shaping the Vatican under Pope Leo XIV, and discover why each plays a crucial role in the Church's future. Number 7. Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the quiet strategist holding the Vatican together. Behind the papal throne is a man whose influence is rarely seen, but always felt. Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Secretary of State, is often referred to as the Shadow Pope, not because he seeks power, but because he has quietly carried it for over a decade. His mind is unmatched in diplomacy. He knows the map of global Catholicism better than anyone alive, having dealt with China's bishops, Russian ambassadors, and dozens of fragile relationships that hinge on the Church's moral weight. Under Leo XIV, Parolin is not just continuing his role, he's anchoring the new papacy in continuity. In times of uncertainty, he is the Vatican's stability. Whether it's managing secret backchannels with oppressive regimes or preparing high-level negotiations with the United Nations, Parolin is the first to know and often the last to advise. Without him, the Vatican would be spiritually rich, but geopolitically blind. He doesn't draw crowds, he draws red lines, and he rarely has to cross them to be heard. Number 6. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the soul of evangelization and the face of the global Church. Cardinal Tagle isn't just a missionary, he is the living proof that the Catholic Church is no longer European at its center. It's global, dynamic, and vibrantly rooted in the global South. Born in the Philippines, shaped by humility, and trained in the best schools of Rome, Tagle bridges the academic and the apostolic. As pro-prefect of the Dicastery for Evangelization, he's responsible for bringing the gospel to unreached regions. But under Leo XIV, his role may become something more, the prophetic voice of a missionary church. During the papal inauguration, it was he who placed the fisherman's ring on the Pope's hand. Not just a gesture of protocol, but a moment thick with symbolic approval. He is not only a respected preacher of Christ, he is beloved for his vulnerability, his tears during homilies, his ability to make global suffering personal. Pope Leo XIV may be the head of the Church, but Tagle is rapidly becoming its heart, especially in places where Catholicism is still a whisper, not yet a song. Number 5. Archbishop Paul Gallagher, the Vatican's diplomatic sentinel in a fractured world. The Church has no armies, it has no borders, but through Archbishop Gallagher, it has a voice in every room where peace or war is decided. As Secretary for Relations with States, Gallagher is the Vatican's chief diplomat, tasked with the impossible mission of representing eternal values in a world addicted to immediacy. He does not tweet. He drafts language so precise that entire governments pause before responding. Under Pope Leo XIV, his task is even heavier. In a world polarized by ideology, broken by war, and cynical toward religion, Gallagher walks in not to dominate, but to remind. His recent meetings with U.S. leaders signal a shift. The Vatican under Leo XIV is ready to engage not just spiritually, but strategically. Gallagher ensures that when the Church speaks, it is not dismissed. He is not only the voice of the Pope in global halls of power, he is the voice of conscience in places that have forgotten they had one. Number 4. Sister Raphaela Patrini, the hidden hand managing the Vatican's inner workings. She walks the marble halls in a religious habit, not a red robe. Yet Sister Raphaela Patrini may hold more day-to-day power than most cardinals. As Secretary General of the Governorate of Vatican City, she oversees everything from budgets to buildings, from employee conduct to legal structures. Initially appointed under Pope Francis, some thought her term would quietly end with the new papacy. But Leo XIV didn't just renew her post, he reaffirmed the message. Competence, not color, defines authority. Seldom in church history has a woman had such deep institutional reach inside the Vatican walls. And yet she remains invisible to headlines. By choice, She operates like a conductor, ensuring every department plays its part, from security to sanitation, from administration to archives. Under her, the Vatican city-state runs like a monastery with the efficiency of a nation. The Pope governs the Church, but Sister Patrini makes sure the House of Peter doesn't fall apart. Number 3. Cardinal Michaelcienne, the living embodiment of Catholic social teaching, a theologian, a Jesuit, a field worker, a moral firebrand. Cardinal Czerny wears many mantles, but he carries them all into one role: Prefect of the Dicastery for Integral Human Development. It's a title that sounds abstract, but it covers the very soul of the Church's mission in the modern world. Refugees, climate justice, labor ethics, anti-racism work. Czerny has touched them all, and not from behind a desk. He has been seen boarding ships with migrants, sleeping alongside displaced families, standing in mud rather than marble. Though eligible for retirement, Pope Leo XIV has not replaced him yet, and perhaps for good reason. In a papacy that promises to care for both the truth and the poor, Czerny is irreplaceable. He doesn't speak as a politician or philosopher. He speaks as someone who has wept with the forgotten. Under Leo XIV, his voice will continue to make uncomfortable truths impossible to ignore. Number 2. Archbishop Vincenzo Paglia, the Vatican's mind in an age of biotech and artificial ethics. You can't speak about the future of Catholic ethics without mentioning Archbishop Vincenzo Paglia. At the head of the Pontifical Academy for Life, he has wrestled with issues that not even the most ancient church councils could have imagined: genetic editing, AI consciousness, transhumanism. But Paglia has done something remarkable. He hasn't just defended doctrine, he has opened doors to dialogue, even with those who openly oppose the Church. Under Pope Leo XIV, the Academy's future is uncertain. Paglia is 80, and his successor will mark a turning point. But until then, Paglia stands as the Church's philosopher-priest. He speaks not from a place of rigidity, but of rootedness. His work reminds the Church that being eternal does not mean being outdated, and when the culture races forward at the speed of code, Paglia is one of the few who dares to ask, should we follow? Number 1. Cardinal Dominique Mamberti, the legal mind ensuring continuity in a reforming church. He speaks rarely, but when he does, canonists listen. Cardinal Dominique Mamberti, once prefect of the Apostolic Signatura, the highest canonical court in the Church, now serves as the cardinal proto-deacon, the one who delivered the pallium to Leo XIV. But his true power lies in something quieter: interpretation. As Pope Leo XIV explores reform, as new ideas emerge around liturgy, governance, and accountability, Mamberti is the one who ensures that change is not confusion. His knowledge of canon law, liturgical form, and ecclesiastical tradition acts as a spine within the body of the Church. Without figures like him, enthusiasm becomes chaos. He is not the face of renewal, but he is its structure. Under Leo XIV, his role may not make headlines, but it will decide whether the new papacy builds on rock or slips into sand. A papacy is never a one-man mission. It is a symphony. Some instruments are bold, others are subtle, but all are necessary. As Pope Leo XIV begins his journey, these 7 individuals form the inner circle of discernment, diplomacy, and direction. Their influence may be quiet, but it is deep. And if the Church is to walk faithfully through the fires of modernity, it will do so on the shoulders of minds like these. So remember, behind the white cassock are layers of prayer, strategy, and sacrifice. And behind every great pope is a team shaping the next chapter of Catholic history.